Hello and welcome to our latest film on the gems of England.
I'm going to be discovering the capital of culture 2008, Liverpool. Internationally renowned as a cultural centre and having World Heritage Site status, Liverpool is recognised as a city synonymous with energy, diversity and creativity.
Today, as always, it's not so much from me to you as from you to me. I'm discovering the highlights of your visits to Liverpool and pursuing the excursions and diversions that you've recommended. And guess what? I've already started. Pamela Roper enjoys the sophistication and atmosphere of the Albert Dock.
Situated in the largest group of Grade 1 listed buildings in the UK, the Albert Dock houses many award-winning visitor attractions.
For a taste of modern culture, try Tate Liverpool, the largest collection of modern and contemporary art outside London. In this fascinating museum, the artistic clock starts ticking in 1900 and continues right through to the present day. You can see some of the world's best modern art in 2 dimensions or 3. Liverpool's illustrious maritime tradition has a sinister side. The city was at the heart of the slave trade, as you discover here at the International Slavery Museum.
The museum explores both the historical and contemporary aspects of slavery, addressing the many legacies of the slave trade and telling stories of bravery and rebellion amongst the enslaved people. I met up with Angela Robinson, the curator of transatlantic slavery, to tell me more.
Angela, what are you trying to achieve here at the International Slavery Museum?
Well, we're trying to do several things. What we're trying to do is represent the history of transatlantic slavery by presenting the history as it is, not to sensationalise it at all, but also very much to demonstrate how enslaved Africans fought and resisted slavery, and they themselves, through their resistance, gain their own freedom.
Liverpool Docks, departure point for the world. For a more scenic experience, Richard Sheenan suggests that there's no better way to experience Liverpool and City region, or Merseyside if you like, than from the deck of a Mersey ferry. The ferry isn't just a tourist attraction, it's an important piece of public transport, shuttling across the River Mersey between Liverpool and the Wirral Peninsula.
The 50-minute round trip takes in all the sights, including arguably Liverpool's most iconic building, the Liver building. Thank you, Richard, for suggesting I try out my sea legs.
Roll up, says Helen Noble, roll up for the magical mystery tour around the haunts of the Beatles in the world capital of pop music.
The 2-hour tour visits many of the places associated with John, Paul, George and Ringo as they grew up, met and formed the band that would take the pop world by storm. It stops to let you take a closer look at some of their childhood homes and places that inspired their most memorable songs, like Penny Lane and Strawberry Field.
Nothing is real. On this tour, I get by with a little help from my friend Phil Capel. Phil, how do you explain 40 years after the Beatles last played together, they're still so popular with people all over the world?
Great music. It is the greatest band the world has ever known. The music just keeps on growing and growing. The fan base keeps on growing and growing. Apart from being capital of culture, capital of music.
To round off the day, why not visit the Palm House at Sefton Park in the heart of Liverpool, a real gem. Recently restored, this Victorian glasshouse, which opened in 1896, contains plant species from Africa, Asia, America, Australia and Europe.
Lauren O'Neill, who's Australian, wrote in to say it reminds her of home. Guess what? Outside the Palm House, there's a statue of Christopher Columbus. Why would they put that there? Well, as it says on the plinth, the discoverer of America was the maker of Liverpool. Sefton Park is one of the biggest urban open spaces in Britain. Even though you're only 2 miles from the city centre, it feels as though you're in open countryside. Sky of blue, sea of green, what more could you want? Thank you for all your ideas. There's clearly so much going on in Liverpool, you could be busy 8 days a week.
Keep sending us your hidden gems by clicking on the forum and photos section of the Enjoy England website.
And if you'd like to learn more about Liverpool and City region, try out visitliverpool.com.